What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Black Blade Uchiha coming to you with another video on this game Black Deck. Now, I've started this series on factions, and I'm going to go over each faction over the next several weeks and talk about them in relative depth, just to give you some ideas as well on certain cards within these factions. And I'm just going to note a couple cards that I think are noteworthy within each faction. And just like I did previously, I'm going to go over the heroes first, and then I'm going to go over some notable cards, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into this. So we're starting off with Asana Wildeye, the only rare hero, and then the rest are legendary heroes within this faction. Its aura ability buffs all ranged allies by 12% of this card's max strength, which is okay. Then his Battle Blessing buffs another random ally by 10% of this card's max strength. The first 3 times it kills another unit can be booked up to 35% and no limit, and 4 targets. All right, which is pretty good. And then last one is a Poison Touch. A lot of cards in this faction does have this ability. So I'm just going to read as I go over the remaining cards that do have Poison Touch. I'm just going to say, hey, it has Poison Touch and it has this amount of damage. And all of them, from what I've seen, says last 3 turns and poisons for up to 45% damage. So I'm just going to say, hey, it can be booked up to 45%, 3 turns, and 84 damage at this base, or something along those lines. But that's how I'm going to look at it. Again, a lot of the cards that we're going to look at does have Poison Touch in this faction. All right, but again, it's not bad. All right, next hero is Dihan Greywood Guard. It has buffs all other force allies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay. Then its regeneration ability heals itself by 10% of this card's max strength every turn. Can be booked up to 35%. Then it has a buff itself by 15% of this card's max strength whenever a Trent Sprout ally dies. Can be booked up to 40%, so it's going to buff itself every time another Trent Sprout ally dies. Not bad. And its last ability, summons Raise the Trees. It's actually its first ability, but anywho, summons 2 Trent Sprout cards, which works with this Absorb Vitality ability, and can summon maxed out 3 units at 280% strength. So it's not bad at all. And then we have the next one, Valag Spider Queen. All right, it has buffs the other force allies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay, very generic for that one. It has a hidden power ability, buffs other with a stealth effect by 10% of this card's max strength. Can be booked up to 25%. And I want to say that it has to be allies. That would be strange if it's even for the opposing team as well. That would be kind of weird. But I don't know. I haven't faced this card in Arena yet, or in any other thing I could think of. So we'll see. Its Entangled ability debuffs all ignited, frozen, poison, or shocked enemies by 10% of this card's max strength. Can be booked up to 25%, which is, again, not bad. It's pretty good, really good for crowd control decks. And then lastly, its Poison Touch can be booked up to 45%, lasting 3 turns, but base is 377 damage each turn. All right. And then the last hero is Fungifor Elder Fungus. This card we're going to come back to when I go over honorable mentions. Aura ability is the same as the last one, buff other force allies for 50% of this card's max strength. All right. Its Fungus Lord ability buffs all other fungus folk allied by 10% of this card's max strength. Can be booked up to 25%. All right. And it has Fungus Swarm. Summons a fungus folk with 20% strength in 2 turns. Can be booked up to 5 times every turn of 40%, which is not bad. Okay. Just needs a good amount of books here. And then it also has a poison touch ability, can be booked up to 45%, lasting 3 turns, and basis 163 damage each turn, which is again not bad. Excuse me, for a poison ability. Now let's go over some of the dimensions that I wanted to talk about. So Michael Bomber, I just so happen to have this one, which I am ecstatic to use. All right. At first I thought she was crap. I'm not going to even lie. I thought she was complete crap until I realized, oh, she's not very bad at all. So she does have a poison touch. Can be booked up to 45%, basis 113 damage each turn. All right. But its ability that I'm really, really, really excited about is Michael Bombs. Fungus folk allies deal damage to a random enemy by 25% of their strength when they die. Can be booked up to 45% value. That is almost as strong as the bomb set before it got deep, got neutered to 20%. All right. This really good ability. You put them in a resurrection set. Unlike the bomb set, where it's one and done, when you put it on a resurrection card or card that has a built-in resurrection ability, this doesn't go away. From what I saw, this stays. So it dies once with the resurrection set, comes back, does it again. It's pretty broken, in all honesty. Even though it's a 1-for-1, it can technically be a 2-for-2. It's not that. It's pretty borderline broken. I'm not gonna lie. It's borderline broken, and it also has a built-in bomb set ability for itself. But this one can be up to 60% of its damage, which I want to say it probably will go away if you put a resurrection set on this card. I don't know, but it's a possibility. That's something you have to play around with. All right, and remember I said there are fungus folk. It does work well because this one summons fungus folk, and then there's 4 uncommons in this set, and they're all fungus folk, and there's a common fungus folk. Okay, I would just stick with these 4. If you had to choose any, stick with choosing any one of these 4. My preference would be the frost one and the shock one. That'd be my preference, honestly, and that's just for me. If you want to use the poison just to keep that poison thing going, that's all. By all means, do so. But those 2 would be my go-tos there. And then the poisons will happen here and there in between. You put a resurrection set on these cards. That, from what I saw, this ability does not go away. It does not. It just comes back with that ability and go, oh, okay, cool, I get to bomb you again. It is, again, borderline broken. This one, I don't know if this is going to work along with this other hero that I've mentioned here, Greywood Guard. I don't know. If you have both, comment in the comments below and let everybody know if that works. I would like to know. I don't have that Greywood yet. I do have the other card. And then Cursed Crows, I've used this in the tower. It's not bad at all. It does help the fact that it does have a row attacking ability. So if since the hero's on the back row, or you're in dungeons, it's going to hit that back, and it hits that back row. Every time it's going to hit the boss for that. So maybe having a piercing set of some sort on that card, on which this Cursed Crows, would be really good. So those are my honorable mentions for this faction, along with the heroes. And that's all I have for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and holler back at your boy. Peace.